Okay, today we're going to be working on section 3A 1.1, identifying terms, factors, and coefficients. First, in your notebook or on a blank paper, write down these vocabulary words and the definitions, and we'll go over them. So pause for a moment, get them written down, and then come back and we'll talk about each one. The first word is term, which means it's a part of an equation. So equations are divided into different parts by multiplication signs and other things. So if you have a plus b equals c, the terms are a, b, and c, just the different parts. If you have a more complicated one, like x squared plus 3x plus 16, then x squared is one term, 3x is one term, 16 is one term. The next word is factor, meaning one or more numbers when multiplied make a product. So let's look right here. The factors of x squared are x and x. The factors of 3x are 3 and x. The factors of 16, you could say, are 4 and 4, but then each of the 4's can break down into 2 times 2, so it's a prime number, so that you're dealing with prime numbers. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Of course, we'll go over these more on other slides. Coefficient is a number attached to a variable by multiplication. So if you have 2x, the coefficient is 2. If you have 1/2 y, the coefficient is 1/2. A constant is the number alone. So in the top example of x squared plus 3x, what happened to my stylus? 3x plus 16, the constant is the 16 because it's a number alone with no variable. Then a variable is a letter that stands for something. We usually use X, Y, ABC, things like that. And a monomial is an expression with only one term. So if I said something like that, it has 3 terms. Therefore, not a monomial. Something like that, 2x is a monomial. Okay, the rest of this vocabulary, you've already written quite a bit, so instead of writing these down, let's just go through them. They kind of build on each other anyway. So we talked about a monomial being a number sentence with one term. So let's say 3x is our monomial. Now, if I want to make it a binomial, it's a polynomial with 2 terms. So I could add a plus 2. Now it's a binomial. And now it's a trinomial because there are 3 terms. And polynomial is just kind of a general thing that says many terms. The last 2 vocabulary words, expression, is a number sentence with no equality sign, like 7x minus 1. That's an expression, there's no equal sign. But if it was 7x minus 1 equals 12, that's an equation because it's a number sentence with an equal sign. So let's go through, take a moment, pause the video, and copy down this expression. If you have a workbook, it's probably already copied for you. While you're pausing, look and see if you can write down the terms, the coefficients, the constants, the variables, and the factors, and then we'll do those together when you're not paused. Okay, I hope you've paused and tried it. Let's list the terms. Well, another term is y squared and x times negative 2x is positive, because it's a negative x, positive 2x squared, and then plus 12. You're going to combine your like terms. Let's see, we have a 6x minus a 3x. That would give us 3x. We have a negative 6 plus 12 would give us plus 6. And then we have the 2x squared by itself. Arrange in descending order, which means you take your highest square, put it first, then your next highest, and then the constant without a variable. Now you can go through, pause again, and see if you can get the bottom 5 without help. Okay, the terms are 2x squared, 3x, and 6. The coefficients, which are of course the numbers on the variable, 2 and 3. The constant, which is without being attached to a variable, is 6. My variable is x, and my factors are 2 times x, 3 times x, and 2 times 3. Looks pretty good. Okay, if you still need help, we have a video from YouTube. There's the link right there, and it will show you in a little more detail what we've been talking about. If you feel comfortable with the topic, great. If not, then go watch the video.